Alright guys, and welcome to another episode of Advice to Junior Developers. And I was just thinking this morning, what kind of relationships should you have with your co-workers, right? And there's something that you don't really hear talk, particularly if you're at university or you're going into your first job or whatever it might be, your background, right? But you have to be very, very careful about how you interact with your co-workers, because at the end of the day, while they might be friendly with you, they are not your friends, right? And let me break this down, okay? So I'm gonna pose a scenario and I want you to genuinely answer the question that I'm asking, right? If push come to shove, right, and you had to throw one of your co-workers under the bus for whatever reason, right, just so that you can save your job, would you do it? Yes or no, simple answer, right? And I can guarantee that the vast majority of people would answer yes to that question, right? Because it's all about self-preservation. And so that's something that you really need to keep in mind, particularly if you're, talking to your co-workers about stuff. You shouldn't really be discussing your personal life. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that you need to be careful about what you're saying as well. Don't go out your way to talk bad about other people, other colleagues, for example, managers, stuff like that, right? Because you don't know who's friends with who, behind the scenes. And, that kind of stuff can end up backfiring. I know it can be, people get a little bit relaxed from time to time. And, your co-workers might be really, really cool. But just be a little bit cautious because, if you just do a quick Google search, you'll see how it's backfired. And a lot of people agree that, their co-workers, while they're friendly with them, didn't end up being their like good friends and stuff like that at the end of the day, right? When the time came, for them to get thrown on the bus, right? That happened. So I think that's really, really important to anyone going into any sort of corporate role, but particularly to junior developers as well. Just be a little bit cautious when you're interacting with that and keep your personal life personal. That's really, really important. Even though people will try and bring that out into the corporate space, don't do it. Just keep your head down, work, that's it. That's all that matters. Hopefully you find that helpful, but just thinking about that this morning, and it's really, really important.